All right, another question. Erika.
I would just like to add something regarding groups and third dynamic. Nobody would ever think about not to marry because, or to stop to have a second dynamic because there could be some problems.
And it's the same on the third dynamic, I think.
Say it again.
It's the same on the third dynamic.
No, the first.
The first part. If you, I think, never would stop himself to have a second dynamic just because he thought it's a dangerous dynamic for him. Maybe on the end, yes. And so it's the same on the third dynamic. We have to learn to trust each other. I agree. In the Church of Scientology, it was destroyed, the trust. We opened our groups always. I mean, we see here these Russians. There are a lot of different groups. It's not one group. What I would like to say to you, don't be afraid of big groups. Not every big group gets overtaken. And we learned that every being, when it has his own self-determinism and when it is allowed to be himself, will never create or be part in a suppressive group. And this is basically our challenge. We have to create a group where everybody can trust each other, is allowed to say whatever he wants to say, and can stay to his opinion, also can express his opinion, and everybody listens to him. This is a new idea on planet Earth, to have a group who works together. Everybody is allowed to have his individualism, not in a bad sense. And this is based on the net of friendship.
Yes.
I think this is quite a good idea. This was my first idea when I started in Russia. My first lecture I hold in Russia was about friendship. I talked in a very bad English. I don't know how the translator could get me, but he got me. And we all felt the same. We all felt, yes, we'll do it. I remember I was standing there and I said to the crowd, I will continue to deliver the tech. I don't care if you are with me or not. I'm used to listen, to wait until the translator is finished. And then all the people stand up and say, we are with you. And they are now here. And we are friends. I'm not their senior, or they are not my senior. We are friends. And when we have a message here on this convention, then we just want to let you know it's possible to be friends. And we can accept each other, grant beingness to each other. And we love each other. And Valerie Stansfield visited us on the convention in Russia. And then they asked a lot of questions to her. And somebody asked her, what was missing in the Church of Scientology? compared to here. And then Valerie said, love.
Yes.
And then we realized that we have it. So it was a wonderful acknowledgement for us. My message is, yes, big group, small group, field auditors, people who make seminars, who do coaching, it doesn't matter. All people should do that what they can do best. And there should be respect. Just respect, granting beingness. And so we will all win together. Here in Las Vegas, there are so many pieces. There are so many beings who wants to have the tech. It's enough for everybody, on every level. So that's what I would like to add.
To change the subject, I want to ask the CSs up there if they think the process R245 would work on David and Scott.
Apparently you didn't listen to her speech there. Erika, I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not going to give up on you, all right? We love you anyway, all right?
What you said was so beautiful. You who,
Done by Erika.
Erika, you're a delight. Absolute delight. Love is where it's at. One of the greatest heartfelt things. You remember Rod's article on greatness? To love despite all reason one should not, despite all provocation to do otherwise, may well be the greatest secret in the universe.
Yeah, that was one of the complaints someone had about me. They said, Ray, I just don't get your love. And that's why I started researching this whole thing about love. And that's where I came up with my story about love.